Hi, I'm Mrs. Wrisinger, and I teach Algebra 1 and Algebra 3, and I've presented this, or created this presentation to sort of go over all of my basic information that we might discuss at open house and may not have the chance to get to. And it's then a resource that you can refer to back later. My favorite hashtag is I love what I do and where I do it. I have great love for math and for kids, and I hope that that enthusiasm catches on with your kids in my class. I'm in my 5th year at LSN. I have been a business owner and an attorney in a previous life. I've been an adjunct professor at community colleges in Jewel. I have a husband and 3 kids. My kids are in the Blue Springs School District, so my daughter goes to Delta Woods Middle School and my older daughter goes to Blue Springs South. Again, the courses I teach are Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. In Algebra 1, these are kind of the main things that we're going to cover. And on a screen, it doesn't look like a lot, but there's a lot that goes into each of those areas. So that's just sort of an overview of Algebra 1. In Algebra 3, as you can see, there's a lot more detail. Most of it, however, is Algebra 2 based, and then we just sort of expound on it in Algebra 3. In Algebra 1, I just kind of wanted to show you what a lesson would look like in Algebra 1. We start with a do now and a warm up. I do a very short, number 3 is a very short lesson of the idea of the day. And then we do a lot of in-class practice. And we'll do this sometimes with worksheets, but we'll do projects and games. We'll use Desmos. Most of their learning will happen in class. And at the end of class, there's a daily reflection. And these are 1 or 2 problems on what we did today, or on that day. And they do it on Schoology and enter it, and that's it. In Algebra 3, a lesson covers 2 days, and that's kind of the overview I tried to give here. The first day will be traditional lessons, notes, practice, and then the second day, it's the same content, but we do in-class work to try and solidify that content before we move on to the next lesson. So basically what we would normally do in 1 day in a college algebra class, we do in 2 days in Algebra 3. Things that I want to make sure I highlighted in both classes. Both Algebra 1 and 3 have grades that are weighted as 25% homework and 75% quizzes and tests. In Algebra 1, quizzes can be retaken within 1 week of receiving the graded quiz. There's no risk. I keep the higher of the 2, but in order to retake, they have to review and rework missed problems with me during tutoring. There are no retakes for tests. In Algebra 3, there's no retakes, but the lowest test will be dropped if their homework grade is higher than a 75. And if their test grade is larger than their homework grade for that unit, I'll increase the homework grade to match the test grade because the test shows that they had mastery. EOC. Algebra 1 does have an EOC. That's an end-of-course state exam. That test will be offered during second semester and is 10% of their second semester grade. Keep in mind that in order to have A+ eligibility, they will have to achieve proficient or higher. Algebra 3 does not have an EOC exam. Okay, supplies. This isn't something I'm going to check and make sure they have, but these are things that will make their world easier in my class. Pencils, I do require work in pencil. Erasers, the Magic Rub, which is the white one, the white erasers, those usually work better than the pink erasers. 3 to 5 colored pens or in dry erase markers. Please do not send red dry erase markers. They don't erase very well and they make a big mess. 1-inch binder with notebook paper. I will ask them to bring in index cards. I will do a lot of work on index cards just for quick reflection and checking for understanding. Highlighters are important. I'm asking for a box of tissues because you'd be amazed at how many tissues I will go through in a year with 140 kids in a class. And that starts to get real expensive. So any donations towards tissues I'd greatly appreciate. And then calculators. I have listed there Algebra 1 and Algebra 3, the calculators that they need. Keep in mind I do have a set of 12 Algebra 1 calculators and a classroom set of graphing calculators for Algebra 3. So if your budget is not in a position to provide that for your kid, I do have options for them in the classroom. Schoology is where you're going to find almost everything related to the class. We have videos on all the lessons that we do. Those videos are Algebra 1 and Algebra 3 teachers from Lisa McNorth, so they directly correlate with what we're doing. Any due dates are in there, as well as links to the test room and math tutoring calendars. So it's all in one place that you can log into and see what's going on in this class. Tutoring, I'm here before and after school most days and during most Bronco times. There is a place in my room where if I'm going to be out for a meeting, the kids can see that I'm not going to be available, but for the most part I am. And then there's some times there for other math teachers to be available. Those are extended times in case they need more time than I'm going to be available. Cell phone policy. This is a big one. I will not allow cell phones or earbuds or earphones or anything like that. They're supposed to keep them in their book bag. And what I do is I have brown paper bags, lunch bags, and if I see a cell phone or any of those electronics, I open the bag, I have them drop into the bag, and they have to put it into their backpack for the rest of the class. And the reason for the brown paper bags is they make a lot of noise, and there's no way they're going to get back into them. On the second offense, still do the paper bag, but I will be calling home and assigning a 25-minute detention with me. On the third offense, still the paper bag, but it'll be a referral to the office. So my main reason for the no cell phone policy is I plan on, in both of those classes, doing most of our work in class with very little outside of class, and I need their attention to help them learn during that time and not be distracted. And I know that you'll understand and support me in that effort. That's basically my class in a nutshell. On the screen you have my email and my voicemail numbers. I have fifth hour planned. I do not have plans on Wednesday block days. Email is the best way to get a hold of me, and I make an effort to reply definitely within 24 hours to all parent emails. Please don't hesitate to email me. If you'd like to set up a phone conference or live conference, I'm happy to do that as well. I'm excited to work with your kiddos, and I'm looking forward to getting to see and know you on Parent Teacher Conference Night. Thank you.